Hello and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News on this Tuesday, April 7th. I'm Grant Olson. Here's some of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Residents in parts of north central Washington should prepare to see smoke this week and possibly throughout the month as the U.S. Forest Service and partner agencies carry out prescribed burns. Some of central Washington's stars of historical preservation and curation will be honored at the Washington State History Museum in Tacoma later this month. Expect sunny skies, less wind, and warmer temperatures as we make our way through the week. Your full local weather forecast is straight ahead. Chelan County Sheriff's deputies say a man was rescued from Rose's Lake north of Manson after his kayak overturned this morning. The Sheriff's Office and local fire agencies responded to the call around 8 a.m. Chief of Special Operations Ryan Moody says the man in his late 50s was fishing on a kayak on Rose's Lake when the wind picked up and overturned his watercraft. The man was unable to reach the shore, but a deputy tossed him a throw bag and a rescue device that unspools lightweight rope behind it, allowing the man to grab the rope and be pulled to shore. The kayaker was treated for hypothermia at the scene, but Moody says he was otherwise not injured. Wenatchee locals who own a Tesla will soon have a new option for electric vehicle charging. Reporter Long Tran tells us about the current state of these fast EV charging station plans coming to Wenatchee.
Today, the City of Wenatchee and Kellogg Shopco Properties confirmed that Tesla will be building an 8-stall supercharging station on the Maple Street side of the Winco Foods parking lot. Tesla drivers in Wenatchee have not had access to fast charging within a 20-mile radius and have had to rely on slow wall home charging or one of the many free public level 2 electric vehicle charging stations available throughout Chelan County. Currently, the closest superchargers are located by Dan's Food Market in Leavenworth and the Shell gas station in Entiat. Permits have already been issued for the superchargers. We've reached out to Winco and Tesla for comment, but have yet to hear back. The estimated time of completion is not yet known. Reporting from Wenatchee, this is Long Tran, NCWLIFE.
Residents in parts of north central Washington should prepare to see smoke this week and possibly throughout the month as the U.S. Forest Service and partner agencies carry out prescribed burns. The Forest Service plans to burn in 4 ranger districts this week, including the Methow Valley Ranger District, where 2 burns are scheduled for tomorrow and Thursday. Meanwhile, in the Chelan Ranger District, crews plan to burn 171 acres tomorrow in the Bear Mountain area. In the Entiat Ranger District, a prescribed burn is scheduled for Thursday near the North Fork of Potato Creek. And in the Wenatchee Ranger District, crews will burn about 198 acres tomorrow in the Martin Ranch area. Meanwhile, the Chelan Douglas Land Trust will conduct its own prescribed burn at Mountain Home Ridge, about 3 miles south of Leavenworth. That work starts tomorrow and will take place over several days. Prescribed burns help fortify the landscape against large uncontrolled fires later in the season. Chelan County is officially opening its new government services complex in North Wenatchee next week. The secondary campus at 425 Omi Garden Road is largely up and running, providing a new home for Chelan County Coroner's Office, the Sheriff's Emergency Management Division, and the County Motor Pool. Previously, the Coroner and Motor Pool shared cramped quarters at Chelan County's Annex building on Washington Street, while Emergency Management borrowed space at the Wenatchee Valley Fire Department Station Number 11 on Easy Street. Construction on the new complex started last year and cost about $7.8 million to complete. The county plans to host an open house at the new complex next Thursday, April 16th from 10 a.m. to noon. Public Information Officer Jill Fitzsimmons says parking at the new campus is limited and visitors are encouraged to carpool to the event. When we come back, Okanogan County's new sheriff is making personal moves by already bringing on a new undersheriff. One of Chelan County's most vulnerable areas when it comes to wildfires will host a town hall on how to prepare for such disasters. And after 2 successful years spotting and documenting new and rare species of bees in Washington, the state's pollinator spotting program is looking for more volunteers to continue the search. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Between juggling groceries, preparing meals, and lending a helping hand, you're a hero without a cape. But who's there to support you? Aging and Adult Care honors caregivers like you, the relatives, friends, and neighbors, helping loved ones remain safely at home. Aging and Adult Care offers chore services, respite, personal care, and more. Serving Chelan, Douglas, Grant, Lincoln, Adams, and Okanogan counties, call Aging and Adult Care at 1-800-572-4459 for caregiver support.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether,
we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances, mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Some of Central Washington's stars of historical preservation and curation will be honored at the Washington State History Museum in Tacoma. The annual State History Awards recognize Washingtonians who've made significant contributions to the field. The nonprofit Schaefer Historical Museum in Winthrop has a feather in its cap as its volunteer archivist Sharon Sumter earns the Service to Local History Award. Sumter works without pay to organize and curate displays and programs on the Wenatchee Valley's fascinating past. For lifetime achievement, Jacqueline Cook will be honored for her work as collections manager and reparations specialist with the Colville Confederated Tribes. Among many other projects, Cook helped manage the handling of the remains of the Ancient One, also known as the 9,000-year-old Kennewick Man. The award ceremony takes place April 25th. Okanogan County's new sheriff is making personal moves. On Monday, Sheriff Jody Barkus administered the oath of office to her new undersheriff, Mike Warden. Warden is a 31-year veteran of the sheriff's office, serving as patrol deputy, detective, and even chief administrator for the county's 911 center. Barkus, who was sworn in just last week to replace former Sheriff Paul Boudreau, also appointed a new chief civil deputy and new member of her 911 telecommunications team. She's the first woman to head Okanogan County's biggest law enforcement agency. One of Chelan County's most vulnerable areas when it comes to wildfires will host a town hall on how to prepare for such disasters. The Chumstick Wildfire Stewardship Coalition plans an annual community meeting for May 6th with the state's former Public Lands Commissioner Hillary Franz as the keynote speaker. Franz headed the Washington Department of Natural Resources for 8 years and was credited with strengthening its wildfire response. The town hall also features a panel discussion with federal, state, and local firefighting partners. It takes place in the Snowy Owl Theater at Leavenworth's Icicle Creek Center for the Arts. After 2 successful years spotting and documenting new and rare species of bees in Washington, the state's pollinator spotting program is looking for more volunteers to continue the search. The Washington Bee Atlas is a project of the State Department of Agriculture. Last year, the atlas found nearly 30 new or rare bees, including 17 species not previously found in Washington. Volunteers are crucial to that mission, but they may have to undergo training through the Oregon State University Extension Service. If you're interested, you can get involved by using the QR code you see on your screen. Bee Atlas workers will be in the field to look for pollinators this week, including Grant County stops at Pothole State Park on Friday and Burkett Lake Recreational Area on Saturday. Coming up next, Arbor Day doesn't take place until the end of this month, but in the Wenatchee Valley, you can get ahead of the holiday by picking up your tree or shrubs this weekend. We'll have more in tonight's feature story. Get ready for another nice warm-up through the week with temperatures around 70 by Friday. I'll have your local weather details. And in sports, Cade Calvin has area high school softball highlights plus baseball and soccer scores as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues after these messages.
Welcome to Mountain Chick Floral, your go-to flower and plant shop in downtown Wenatchee. Explore their wide variety of unusual and fun plants. And when you buy a plant in a container, they'll pot it up for you absolutely free. Birthday or weddings, they'll create the perfect floral arrangement for you. Brighten up your office with fresh blooms delivered to your door or business. Ask about floral subscriptions. Visit Mountain Chick Floral today, where every occasion is a reason to celebrate with flowers.
When life gets stressful, jumping into your passions can help you find your calm. Avoid vapes, which contain nicotine and can make feelings of anxiety and depression worse. When it comes to your mental health, choose what matters. Choose you.
Vape companies market vaping as a de-stressor, but nicotine can make feelings of anxiety and depression worse. 90% of those who quit felt less stressed, anxious, or depressed. When it comes to your mental health, choose what matters. Choose you.
High school sports is back. Join us all spring for live coverage of Wenatchee and Eastmont soccer, baseball, and softball. Brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Coverage also sponsored by Global Car Care, the Hot Ender Golf and Grill, Apple Valley Honda, Sangster Motors, Valley Tractor, Save Mart, Caldwell Banker, Biosports Physical Therapy, and Dick's Heating and Air. Your home for high school sports, as always, is the NCWLIFE channel.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Arbor Day doesn't take place until the end of this month, but in the Wenatchee Valley, you can get ahead of the holiday by picking up your tree or shrubs this weekend. The Greater Wenatchee Arbor Day Association offers 4 different varieties of trees and shrubs, all of them adapted for growing right here in Central Washington. They'll be available for pickup Saturday at 4 locations around the valley. In tonight's feature story, Debbie Fish, the coordinator of the program, tells NCWLIFE's Dan Coombs that a lot of thought goes into what kinds of plants to offer.
Usually in August is when they sit down and look at it. It's usually a committee of about 3 to 4 people, and they kind of look, well, what's going to be available, what's going to be good in our area. We do try to get natives if we can and drought hardy, but sometimes you can't always get exactly what you want.
And you need to have trees that have gotten a good start in life, that are healthy, that are
yes.
that once they're in the ground, they're going to do the job.
That is important, yes.
Yeah. And it should be pointed out that there are 4 locations: Foothills Community Center, formerly the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center, City Hall parking lot in East Wenatchee, Aniat City Hall, and Martin's Marketplace in Cashmere. Those places are still the same as they were last year.
You said East Wenatchee City Hall, right?
East Wenatchee City Hall,
okay.
yes.
Just want to make sure.
So, and it starts at 10 a.m.
Correct.
And it's a $5 suggested donation. If you want to donate more, you're more than welcome to.
We are always happy to accept more.
How much money did you end up taking in last year, which is basically the kitty money for this year, right?
We broke even.
Okay. Well,
so maybe just a little more than broke even.
Okay, which is fine, right?
Exactly. That's what our goal is.
And then you take that money and you pick up the trees from the nurseries and you're good to go.
Right.
And they're coming from where exactly, these trees?
They actually come from University of Idaho Nursery. And it's a student-led nursery. So it's actually, they start with education there and then teach kids how to, or students how to plant them and take care of them and then pack them and ship them off. So
all of these, the four we're going to talk about, are trees, which means they're going to get bigger to a certain extent. And so where you plant these is critical. And this is a good time of the year because, if I remember correctly from my conversations with Bonnie Orr, best time to plant a tree is in the spring or in the fall, where the tree doesn't have to compete with water and heat. It can get a good toehold before the really hot weather comes, right?
Correct.
So.
You learned well from Bonnie.
Yeah, well, she's good. She's really good. 4 varieties of plants. Some are going to be more popular than others.
Yes.
So let's start out with the first one, the Fraser fir.
Well, they actually are native to the Appalachian area, and they were found and named after John Fraser in the early 1800s. And they actually, so they are native to North America, and they do better in moist soil, but they actually adapt really well to clay soil as well.
White lilac. You did purple last year, violet?
We did purple lilac, yes, last year.
So this will complement.
It will complement it. So that's another thing I'm excited about, because I planted a few purple ones last year, so now I'm excited to be able to add a few white ones in with them.
What are the characteristics of the lilac?
Well, they're very drought hardy. You do have to make sure and water them the first couple of years so that they can get it well established. And they smell wonderful on Mother's Day. I love getting a bouquet of them on Mother's Day.
The dogwood, the red, what is it?
The red osier dogwood.
Osier dogwood. Talk about that.
Yes. So they actually are a native shrub. So they're considered a shrub. They get about 9 feet tall and about 12 feet wide. What's really nice about them is in the winter they have that kind of red effect on, they look like little red sticks sticking up. So
they're aesthetically pleasing year round.
Yes, they provide a lot of good winter interest.
Cool. And finally, the woods rose.
Yes, and that is another native. Let me see, they get about 6 foot high and about 6.5 feet wide. Birds love these, and some people actually make jelly or tea out of the rose hips.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I bet you Bonnie does. I'm kind of
She probably does.
That.
She makes all kinds of cool things.
The native plants are the dogwood that we just talked about and the woods rose that we just talked about. Those are native to this area.
Yes.
And you can pick up as many as you want for $5 a pop, or is it limited kind of a thing?
I like to limit them about 5 per species per person. That is something that we kind of work at in case we just don't want to have any plants left over. We want them to all get planted.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast, and I hope you had a great Tuesday. A lot cooler than the weather that we had yesterday. 77 degrees our high yesterday, about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than that today with a little bit of a breeze out there, but all in all, it was a beautiful early spring day across North Central Washington. Outside our weather window today, this is our Omi Garden shot at the Wenatchee Valley, and you can see a lot of that blue sky out there today, with those winds about 10 to maybe 20 miles an hour at times throughout the afternoon. All right, let's look ahead now towards the middle of April and our extended forecast and what we can expect. As far as temperatures go, we're going to be about normal right here in central Washington. Eastern Washington, slightly above normal. The real heat will be right down here in the southeastern part of the country. And as far as precipitation goes, we will also be about normal, maybe a little little bit above normal. In fact, that light green is above normal throughout most of the western United States. A little pocket of above normal precip is expected. Yeah, believe it or not, down in the desert Southwest. So pretty much a normal next 10 days as we get to the middle of April. All right, today's high temperature above normal, 64 unofficially. 59 is now our normal high temperature for this time of year. How about 1977? 83 degrees our record high. 50 this morning, very mild compared to our normal, which is 39 degrees. Our record low is 28, and that was set in 1973. 6:27, the sun came up this morning, and it'll set for us this evening at 7:39. Let's get you in now to your Wednesday temperatures. Things are getting a lot nicer. 68 for Moses Lake and Ephrata, 67 tomorrow in Quincy, 66 for Wenatchee, Eniat, Chelan, and Omak, and then low to mid-60s in the Upper Valley for Lake Wenatchee, Leavenworth, and Cashmere. You will hit a high of 65 tomorrow. So that above normal temperatures will continue. In fact, we're just going up throughout the week, and we'll talk more about that in a second. All right, tonight we expect clear skies out there, double shot of high pressure to our north, and a much larger area of high pressure down in the desert Southwest. Boy, look at that, keeping our skies clear tonight. Low temperatures into the upper 30s for us. As we get you into Wednesday, nothing but sunshine out there. Here's our ridge of high pressure now from that desert Southwest high. We will warm up on Wednesday into the mid-60s, and that warm up will continue as we make our way through the week. Thursday, sunny skies and warmer. In fact, sunshine throughout Washington State. We'll see highs in the upper 60s as we get to Thursday afternoon, and it's going to warm up even a little bit more from there as we get you to the end of the week on Friday. Mostly sunny skies. Our ridge will begin to break down a little bit. A trough of low pressure is pushing in, so we'll see filtered sunshine Friday, but look at that. High temperatures, low 70s to end our week. And then as we get you into the upcoming weekend, maybe some breezy conditions on Saturday, partly cloudy skies, low pressure sliding across southern Canada, and that's bringing some shower activity with it. A 40% chance of evening showers Saturday. We'll cool off into the mid-60s on Saturday afternoon, and then partly cloudy skies once again for Sunday. About a 20% chance that we'll see rain. Most of that should stay in western Washington for Sunday. We'll cool down a little bit more too, with highs on Sunday right around 60 degrees. And then as we kick off our next work week on Monday, more high pressure building in, although we will see some residual moisture from this area of low pressure. About a 30% chance of rain on Monday, with highs still pretty nice into the low 60s. All right, time for your 7-day forecast now, brought to you by Colonial Vista Senior Living in Wenatchee, where comfort, care, and community come together. 48 degrees overnight tonight. Sunny and warmer will be our trend Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. 66 tomorrow, 68 Thursday, 71 on Friday, and then unfortunately a little unsettled as we get into the upcoming weekend. A chance for showers both Saturday and Sunday. Highs between 60 and 65, with the chance for showers Monday as well. High temperatures then 61 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Cade Calvin and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
NCWLIFE Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Welcome back in, sports fans. Cade Calvin here in Malaga, where several schools are competing in the Jack Barnes Invitational.
Some beautiful weather provided a chance for high school golfers to hit the links at Three Lakes Golf Club on Monday. Wenatchee golf coach Zach Johnson says the event is special, not just for current golfers, but also for those who helped pave the way.
So this is the Jack Barnes Stand-Up Memorial. The Jack Barnes we've been holding for 58 years. We're rebranding it to the Barnes Op. Stan Op was a longtime golf coach along with Jack Barnes. He had passed away 2 years ago, and so we're honoring him with the tournament.
We caught up with golfers representing Kashmere High School. The Bulldogs finished 5th on the day. We asked what about the game appeals to them as young athletes.
It helps me with like my mental side. I'm more of a football guy, and it helps me like calm down like stressful situations, and really helps in football and just really calms me down. So yeah.
David Odenreiter also plays tight end and defensive end on the football field and finished the day with an 84 on the scorecard.
It's going all right, missed a easy putt on the first hole, and then this hole got the best of me, but we're getting back at it and just got to stay consistent.
Odenreiter's teammate, Brett Rubio, shot an 80 and shared a similar perspective.
It just calms me down. It's like a nice calm game where I don't have to stress about anything. I could just play by myself.
Coach Johnson says this year's event featured 11 schools competing over 18 holes.
It's a beautiful day out here. It's one of the best days of the year, but it's a fun event. It's a team event, which they don't get throughout the year. Every event typically is stroke play, individual, high stress. This one, they get to help each other out. They only get positive points, and so it's all about team camaraderie.
Moses Lake took the top spot, with East Valley and Eastmont finishing 2nd and 3rd. Mason Bradford of Moses Lake won the individual title, shooting even par at 69. Coach Johnson says golf is a great teacher of patience and perseverance.
I mean, I'm biased. I think it's the best game in terms of it's the best metaphor for life. And so you have good shots and you have bad breaks. You have terrible shots and sometimes you have good breaks. And you just have to try and stay even keel throughout. You have a lot of negatives that come throughout golf, and you're just trying to stay as positive as possible and deal with the adversity, which I think is a great teaching moment, because regardless of what you go into, you're going to have those speed bumps and you want to be able to persevere. And golf is one thing that definitely teaches you that.
Washington State University has named John Harlow as its new vice president and director of athletics. Harlow has been serving as interim athletic director since November and now becomes the 16th leader of Cougar sports. He joined WSU in 2021 as senior associate athletic director and chief financial officer and has more than 15 years of experience in college sports. During his time as interim director, Harlow led key hires, including head football coach Kirby Moore, and helped generate more than $10 million for football facility improvements. He will be introduced at a press conference April 20th in Pullman.
That's a look at sports. Reporting from Malaga, Kate Calvin, NCWLIFE.
And that will do it for this Tuesday edition of the NCWLIFE Evening News. Remember, if you see news happening, let us know. Email your news tips to news@ncwlife.com or just give us a call at 888-6295. Our channel is also available on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.
At Colonial Vista Senior Living, we believe life is meant to be lived fully. Our wellness programs inspire residents to stay strong, flexible, and confident every day. Here, curiosity is encouraged, friendships are nurtured, and every activity is an opportunity to connect, create, and enjoy life together. We invite you to experience the lifestyle at Colonial Vista Senior Living for yourself and discover why so many call our community home.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Thank you.
Tune in Monday through Friday at 5, 6, and 10 for the NCW Life Evening News, or go to our website at ncwlife.com, or you can visit us on Facebook. North Central Washington, the NCW Life channel has you covered.